here's an exercise that I like to do to work on my right hand. I do a forward roll. As I'm doing that, I'm kind of picking notes out of any scale. It can be a major scale, minor scale, whatever kind you would like. And I play a scale kind of on one string, up and down the neck. And it's a string that's involved in the roll. And by occupying part of my mind with my left hand, kind of choosing different notes, goofing around with different sounds, maybe working on my intonation, doing big intervals. As I'm doing that, my right hand is just doing a consistent roll pattern, and that's where a lot of the work is coming from. So you're getting kind of three things out of this. You're really working on your right hand power and strength, and just kind of exercising your right hand basically. And you also get some fretboard knowledge if you're not familiar with the fretboard by playing a scale up and down one string. You can choose any string you want, any of this will work. And the other thing you're working on is playing in tune. So your intonation is also benefiting from it. But I look at it as just kind of a warm-up mainly for my right hand to get that going. All right, so basically the strings I'm going to be using for this lesson is the 4th, 3rd, and 1st string, right? And in the example that I played, I was playing notes out of the G major scale off the 4th string. So we're going to start on the 5th fret of that 4th string with our bar. We're going to play that note. That is our G note. That is the root of the scale. And you go up a whole step. That is our A note, 7th fret. Go up a whole step to the 9th fret. That's B. Up a half step to the 8th fret. C. Up a whole step to the 12th fret. D. Up a whole step to the 14th fret. E. Up a whole step to the 16th fret. F sharp. Then up a half step to the 17th fret, and that'll be your G again. So you completed the scale. And if I come backwards, I like to also go below the note. Below the root, I should say. So this 4th fret would be F sharp again. 2nd fret would be E. 4th string open is D. Then back up to E. F sharp, G. So in this case, I got the mindset of I'm just going to pick notes out of the G major scale. So before you can pick notes out of it, you just really kind of got to learn it. So part 2 of this exercise would be actually learning the roll. So I'm doing just a basic forward roll. I'm using, again, strings 4, 3, and 1. So my thumb is hitting that 4th string. My index is hitting that 3rd string. And my middle finger on my right hand is hitting that 1st string. And then my right hand isn't moving from those strings. So the pattern I'm using is the one thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle, thumb, index. That equals 8 notes, which is a measure of 8 notes if you're counting that way. Also known as like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 pattern. As you're practicing that roll, which many people have, you get started on that 5th fret. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play one measure per note up the scale. And like I said before, you could choose to do that on any string that's involved in your roll. Remember, you can do your rolls on any 3 strings. Alright, so you could place that bar and kind of just go up and down the scale on that particular string while you're doing a roll. So I can try, since my 4th string is the same as my 1st string, you know, my frets for my major scale stay the same. So I could try with the same string rolls. I'm going to go back to the 4th string here, and I'm going to hang on a note for 2 measures each, so I don't have to switch every measure.